let's start the call to order. And is there a motion to approve the minutes of the last meeting? So, second?
Second.
All in favor? All opposed? Done, approved.
I put Susan down as making the motion, everybody said
Doesn't
it
matter.
once.
Yeah. President's remarks, I really have nothing earth-shattering to say. It's winter time, it's cold. Well, it's not quite winter time, but it's cold anyway. Office update.
Yes. I'm in, always doing collections, and just to bring people up to date, there's a property that I have a lien on, had to go that far, and it's closing, it's being sold. So I will collect it all, it's not a foreclosure, which I was pleased about. $1,114, that includes the cost of the filing and all like that. And another property owner, I went ahead and served him with a process server. It was $75 to do it. They've tried once, and he was not home, but they verified with the neighbor that he does indeed live there. And I would imagine they would have the sense not to say, oh, we're trying to serve you now. I mean, if they do that, I want my money back.
Yes.
So that, I think, maybe that's some progress. And as far as serving him by sheriff is $60, this is $75. I don't know, it might be a better option, because they go in plain clothes, I would imagine,
yeah.
versus having a sheriff knock at your door when
Yes.
you know somebody's trying to collect money on you.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
significant amount of money, So anyway, we'll see how it goes. Oktoberfest, everybody knows that went well. It was very well attended. I don't have the numbers, but it was quite well attended just from the looks of it. We did spend more this time because the people that organized it went to Fredericksburg to the Alpine restaurant and got German sauerkraut, German potato salad, and some apple strudel. So all in all, we spent about $140 or more.
The food
But the
was,
people really,
It was
the
worth it.
food was well worth it.
Right.
It really was. I didn't have any of the apple strudel, but everything else was well worth it.
yeah, that's what I thought as well. We don't spend all that much, so I thought it was good. Anyway, that's it.
Do we know how many people attended?
I don't. I'll have to ask, I think, Marianne McGowan.
I'm just curious.
Yeah, I'm not sure how closely they tracked it, but I'll check.
Yeah, I think there were hot dogs left over, but I don't think there were any.
There were no bratwurst, no. There were some hot dogs left,
Good.
so.
Poor hot dogs, one was left out.
sad.
All right, well, let's do committee reports and, all right. Oh, look, operations and roads. And in the first chair, so go for it.
There we go. So we did get paid for the,
Hey, Adrian.
from the county.
Adrian just-
Ah,
I can hear you. Thanks for signing in. Anyway, Steve's giving the
Yes.
roads report.
Roads report, so we did get the money from the county, for the roads, right? I don't know if they actually came out and inspected it, it was a little different this year, it seemed like. We took pictures and sent them over to them, and, I think they were in the middle of an office move.
They were.
So,
They were Public Works.
we had a quote out for Naomi and Johnson, to dig out a ditch and clean out a culvert, and then put some surge stone around the culvert. It came out to about $10,000. We got one estimate from Jay Wood and the other one from Mike Toro. And honestly, I don't feel like we should even do it. I went out there Monday after it rained. It had been raining all night. I looked at it, there's no water.
no.
Yeah, so I went out and I checked some of the other places that people have been complaining about, including down here on Chestnut. Saw no water, no standing water, and again, it rained all night. So I think it's something where we'll get really heavy rain and the water's been hard and it's not draining quick enough, where you're gonna get the water, it's gonna stand there. That maybe is a couple times a year. So, and if, as long as it drains away, I think we're good. So I think we should keep that that money away and, put it towards something else that's gonna get more out.
Yeah.
I agree, because I had looked at that before too,
Mhm.
there, and noticed, and
Mhm.
it doesn't stand. I mean,
Yeah.
it's gone within a day.
The only thing I do notice over there, and you might have noticed it also, it's a really sharp right-hand turn, and it looks like people have run off the corner there, cutting the corner sharp.
Yeah, then
Mm-hmm.
get that culvert.
Yeah, and so Skip was over there, he did clean it out, he told me to clean it out. Yeah, because he was the one that originally made the complaint about the
Yeah.
water. But, we may be able to do something later on, like we did over, on Bayview, on that corner where the bus was running over the culvert, making the left turn, so we can look into that. But, again, we save the money, let's put it towards something more useful, so.
There's some big spikes up there around the culvert.
Yeah.
They'll only do it once.
Well, and that's what I was thinking too, you know, you put those little sticks, you know, so you can see where the snowplow can see where the edge of the road is, something like that would even
I don't think that's what I was
distract
talking
people
about.
from.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's talking about bike.
Big spikes, they'll run over them once.
Bungee stakes would be
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
there.
what are those
Yeah.
accordion things with the spikes sticking out called, the cops?
With the cops, toss out in front of.
Oh, yeah, the
Yeah.
spike stripper.
Yeah, line the edge with that, that'll,
You ever seen it where they throw it out and the car goes around it?
Yeah. Do you want him to get prices on doing a similar job as was done at Bayview, or Bay and Bayview? To extend that pipe so people don't cut it and crush it?
Yeah, I mean, there's a few other places I think that could use more attention also, like where we talked, was it, we talked about it, where the shed is, over on, I forget where it is.
Oh, rely on me.
Harbor and,
Oh, yes.
yeah,
There is a, well,
across from Marine Drive.
It's,
They filled in the swale there so that they had a nice flat surface to go into their shed.
Mhm.
And now the water builds up there, so I mean, and it does stay there pretty long and it's pretty wet over there. And actually, that was coming over into the road, the other morning.
you know, the place, the house on the corner at Harbor and then make a left to Mills Creek?
Yeah,
So,
right
okay.
there.
So a number of
The
years ago.
problem house.
Yes, well, I recall,
It's got
the
eye
board
rockets.
at the time finding, like John Gray and Bob Pattison, and I'm finding out that the people who owned it at the time had put a sump pump into the house basement and drained it into our right of way. So that's one reason it fills up with water.
Good use of water right away.
Yeah. So anyway, that's.
So I'm gonna be digging that out and putting a culvert down, just enough to, you know, cause unless he wants to, I mean, that would be an idea.
But if they filled it in,
Yeah.
why are we gonna dig it out and put something in? I'd say leave it alone until they've had enough and then
Yeah.
tell them, hey, dig it out, put in your own pipe.
Yeah.
This is a new group of people in there now too. I don't know if
It
they're
is.
renting or buying.
The woman that owns it
Wasn't it just
rents it
recently
out.
sold?
Yeah.
I think it was recently sold.
It was, she rents it out.
Oh, okay.
And she actually is having septic issues, and I put her in touch with a woman, there's another lot on the corner, on the actual corner at Harbor and Rousby Hall Road. And the woman that used to own that house owns that vacant lot. So I suggested the current owner might talk to this woman and buy that lot, because I think she said she talked to the county and she doesn't have room for a new septic at all. So, anyway.
Yeah, but I don't think it's reached the level where we have to go in yet, you know.
No, I mean, you know, the water was out into the road, but it, you know, it drains away pretty quick once the rain stops, so. But it will sit in that swale where it didn't put the dirt for a while. It doesn't drain across the road where it should drain, and that's a flat area, so there's a lot of swales there, and there's a lot of standing water when it does rain. You know, but honestly, there's not really anywhere for the water to go.
Well, as long as there's not a
Mr.
heavy
Davis,
rain
really.
followed by an immediate snap freeze.
Yes.
Otherwise, we'll have ice skating.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good. Well, yeah, but let's see what happens.
Yeah, And, I mean, and those were just the areas where we've had complaints, where we've kind of been watching it, so. And I didn't see worth going into it, so.
Jack's not here, but we have papers on the finance committee. Rita, are you gonna address them, or does anybody have
well-
questions?
Any questions? I thought, I would just say that, the final audit has been received and posted on the website. And, if you look at the balance sheet, it's on here, and you'll see down here, the money at the county, STD money on hand at the county. Yeah, that amount right there, 338,628.
Yeah.
That does not include the transfer funds for paving of 148,000. So the approximate amount available is really just 190,434. But she's really, the woman who took over for Robin is very punctual in sending me these reports. So, because for a while I was just sort of, you know, estimating, well, she sent us this much, that much less at the county, and I would go ahead and do that entry. But she's so prompt with the reports, I just don't feel like I need to do that. But I didn't want you to think there was 300 and some thousand up there either. And then also Mike Chaconis reviewed the invoices today, compared to bank statements and so on, so. That's it, that's all I have, unless there's questions.
Are there any questions?
Yes, how's Jack?
Not particularly well, I
Same?
would say about the same, yeah, quite disheartening.
Yeah, it's just hard.
Well, we don't know if he's the same.
Well, I
Until
saw
the
Cindy last night.
Yeah, until the UTI clears up,
Well,
then
yes,
we'll know.
yes, so he's having issues with that.
That sounds like it's gonna be a long recovery.
Yep. I was, you know, again, a little aside, I was shocked to find out that in an older person, UTI can be a cause of death,
Oh, really?
because it causes inflammation throughout the body, and it can cause inflammation of both the brain and the heart, and it can make you die.
What is UTI?
Urinary tract.
Urinary tract. And I never knew that. I was sort of like, ooh.
Something simple like that, right?
Mhm.
Yep. Anyway, moving right along.
Thank you, I just was curious.
Sure.
I'm wanting to know.
Yeah, environment, Bonnie.
All I have to say is that on Jimmy's wonderful Drum Point Neighborhood Facebook page, Sally Kaza posted a note about how the inlet has broken through now in Drum Point Lake. I mean, remember, I think it was the topic of the discussion,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the
People
last
were
general
complaining.
meeting, people were complaining about that, well, it apparently is flowing nicely again.
Well, that's good to hear.
Good to, yeah, that was good to hear.
And that's all?
Well, that was the only, there was one other thing on the Facebook page, but it's not really relevant. It was St. Mary's County says that there's bad vibrio in the,
Oh,
I guess, waterways.
I haven't had anything. I usually get a notification
Do you?
from Calvert County.
Oh, okay, yeah, so I
If it's
think
something
it's strictly St. Mary's.
Okay, if it's something to the degree that it has to be closing the beaches, I get a notification from Calvert County.
What is it?
Vibrio, which is some sort of like bacteria, terrible bacteria.
yes, some
Waterborne.
Waterborne.
Disease,
Oh, really?
infection.
Oh.
Usually if you got an open sore or something
Yeah.
and you're messing with crabs or fish or whatever, that bacteria gets in there and it's kind of a fleshy,
Oh.
it's kind of nasty.
Well,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's wonderful.
Where does it come from?
It's not, it's,
In the water.
well, But there must be something that causes it
Something running
to,
off?
Yeah, every now and then it just happens.
and that's all I've got.
just the right combination of conditions to allow it to grow.
Okay. Like a
It's,
red tide.
it's always there, but it's,
I didn't realize it was always there.
So is it like a red tide then that comes out of the
Gross.
ocean?
well,
Well, red tide,
similar but different. I mean, red tides is algae and other stuff.
yeah, and red tide will sometimes start in deeper water and you can see it washing in for you on the tide, whereas this stuff starts in streams, I
Streams,
think,
yeah,
more than
yeah.
open water, so.
And I don't think you can see, I don't think you know it's
Yeah,
there.
it's not Smitty.
Right.
So, yeah, it's not wonderful. John's not here
Well, I
for
was just
safety.
going to add
That's right.
that he's attending a webinar for certification for the ham radio license. Just so it's on the
Okay.
record, that's what it is.
All right, good. Welcoming committee, I brought you 4 new bottles of wine.
Yes, you did. So, there are 2 buckets on hand for distribution. 2 were distributed in the past month, and I now have supplies for 4 additional buckets. Thank you, Tony. That's it.
No, I just
So all
brought,
you put in there is the wine, and you just brought a wine over.
Well, there's all kinds of other stuff back there. There's snacks, there's brochures, and
You just ran out of wine.
and if you had, behaved better, we'd have wine and snacks, but.
ruined it for you.
Well, I'm not officially here anyway.
That's
so-
it, that's the
That's
other
right.
problem.
Neither am I, I can't vote.
There you go. Have at it.
And nothing else?
That's
How-
it.
Are there a lot of properties changing hands, or?
It's slowed, I would say, in the last couple of months. I just saw a sale go through down on Harbor Drive. It's probably more than $1 million on that one.
Taylor's?
John Wagner.
Oh,
Wagner's?
did that sell?
Oh, good, I'm sorry.
Well, it hasn't closed yet.
Okay, that's
What-
all right.
Yeah,
Good,
they're good people.
they're wonderful.
He was Lawrence Acolyte Master at
Yeah.
Fiscal Church. Wonderful, wonderful family.
They're great people.
Yeah, but apparently Trumbull's hasn't, there's been no action on it.
Oh, I don't know, but I've not heard of
Price
any.
And, some, and then Sass's house is on the market,
Is that what Harbor is on?
that's on Cove.
On Cove.
Oh,
And that's
You
all-
have that-
Sass's deal.
They're all in that, you know, like 1.2,
On Deer Drive.
Oh,
There's the,
Hmm?
the lot over on Cove also, it's a buy the lot, build a house.
Mhm.
type deal.
on Cove.
Right on the corner.
Oh, yeah,
Raleigh and Cove.
yeah, right.
Wellspring Cove?
Mhm.
What's Trumbo's house going for? I have no idea.
I think it's $1 million something.
It started out about 1.5,
Okay,
I think they've dropped it to 1.2 or 3.
okay. There's just-
But you're right, Sass is on Deer Drive, I was thinking that.
Yeah.
Fire sale,
Mhm.
from 1.5 to 1.2.
Well, Sass and Wagner's are buddies, so they'll both be in Asbury together. which is good.
Sass and
Yeah.
Wagners?
Yeah, they're good
Are
buds.
they? I didn't know
Oh,
that. Oh,
yeah,
good,
oh,
good,
yeah.
good, good.
They'll both be
Is
in
that where
Asbury.
they're going,
Yeah,
Asbury?
they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Staying in the neighborhood.
Well, it's a nice facility.
It is,
Oh, yeah.
it is.
All right, planning commission, Mike,
Nothing,
good. Unfinished business, like I said, the traffic calming guy is not here. Discussion of Surf Street without Alan being here makes no sense, so we'll table that.
yeah, on the traffic calming, there's
Oh, yeah, well, traffic calming too.
the Drum Point Facebook page has been very active lately with
Yeah.
people bitching about people speeding and
In Drum Point?
Yeah, especially like.
especially late.
Like,
Um,
So the woman that came in today, I brought it up, I think, before the meeting started, you know, just another person coming in, and she's on Lakeview, I don't know which side. But she was asking about it, she's very understanding as far as what we've been trying to do, and I told her that we're talking with a civil engineer, traffic engineer, and so on. He was supposed to be tonight's meeting, but had to cancel. But that it wouldn't, even if the board decides to install some, it won't happen tomorrow because it will depend on how much they cost. Depend on how the maintenance would be considered. And also, I was thinking, because we're coming up to the next special tax district, I think this upcoming spring, we'll start looking at that for the following fiscal year. And I wondered if the STD could carry some money for that.
Yeah, you know,
That document says it can.
I think it should be at least thought about and added in, because it's gonna be expensive to put in, and it's gonna be expensive to maintain.
Yep.
You know, run those snow plows over those speed bumps.
I know. Just had forgotten this, the man from COA, Anthony Ullickson, he said he would send us the reports, that he has it ready, he just couldn't make it tonight last minute. So he's going to send me the reports and I'll send it to the board. He said it might be better anyway to go ahead and review what he's come up with. And then I'll put him on the agenda for December, try that one. So
Just thinking, would the general meeting have to be voting on? Wouldn't have to be voted on?
No,
I don't
gosh,
think
no.
so.
Because I think it eventually would,
It
sounds
would-
like it might raise the dues more.
Yes, and I explained that to the woman as well, that might be a consideration also.
But-
I could put, I'm sorry, I could put something in the newsletter, or you could include it in the president's
Yeah,
page
you know,
if you think it's time.
Well, the
Yeah.
whole thing is I think it's a question of how much
How much, yeah.
would the cost be, and how much would people's fees go up? Because if it's significant, you've gotta give them a chance to say, hey, no, thank you.
No, yeah.
Well, and the Amber from Picket Law, Amber Bryant,
Right.
thank you, said that could be a definite consideration if we decide no. You know, the cost could be a good reason to say no, because you have a fiduciary responsibility and so on and so forth, like we all know. So,
Or maybe it would have to be pushed, maybe the amount of these devices would have to be limited.
spread it out or limited, and Adrian's concerned about liability if we choose not to. How was it worded, Tony? I sent it to you.
It was something like,
It's
well,
not
I
like
didn't,
we're not a
yeah,
hospital.
I didn't, yeah, we're not at like a hospital which is open to the general public and thousands of people perhaps per day enter and exit. We are a community, people live here, and therefore it's not the same thing, and if we choose not to do it, we don't carry that type of liability.
Right,
We can choose not to do it for a variety of reasons,
right.
and so it's, you know, it's not that kind of.
One of them being if the community doesn't as a whole want it, and
Yeah,
if the fee,
that's-
if the cost is too high,
Yeah.
they may not.
That's right.
So, anyway,
Do we have a date for the general meeting in December? I don't know.
13,
The 13th.
It's a Saturday
I
morning.
think you told us, but.
Yeah. 13, Saturday morning.
But anyway, I think, you know, that's,
Do you think it
Well, I
should be
did-
in the newsletter yet?
I did remind people on that Facebook
Oh, good,
page
I'm glad.
that
Mm.
it's still a law enforcement thing. So if there people are speeding,
Mhm.
get descriptions, get plate numbers, get whatever you can, and call the sheriff immediately.
Right.
And then another one of them complaining was on Berea, and I reminded them that's not our road.
that's right.
Yeah.
Not ours to be
Again, you
with.
have to call the sheriff.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and I said that to this woman as well, although they'll say, well, we have to see it happening. But what I tell people, call the sheriff and tell them we would like increased patrols.
Mhm.
And that's been not the argument, but
Mhm.
one point that's been made time and time and time again with the sheriff's office.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anyway, that'll, headaches for another day. Now what we have to do is pick a next meeting in December. What does that
Well,
look like?
December 2nd is the first Tuesday.
Does anybody have a problem with December 2nd?
No.
Don't think so. Yeah, I think we're back.
Are you going someplace fun?
Hmm?
Are you going someplace fun?
Just a little cruise over Thanksgiving.
Oh, really fun.
Nothing fun.
Just,
Just
yeah,
a cruise, yeah.
just where it's warm and there's no snow. It's not, no.
Relax.
I wouldn't call it fun. No, there's no need to exaggerate.
Supporting the economy.
Ah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
good,
that's-
yes.
That's good.
Civic
Civic
mindedness.
duty, yes.
Civic mindedness. So there are no complaints about the 2nd?
No.
Good, so the next general membership meeting, next board meeting will be December 2nd. And that being established, does anybody have anything they want to bring up? Add, subtract, multiply, divide? No?